1.3, creating a business plan. Now, this is definitely one of the areas, that, oh boy, takes a ton more of the diving into than just a few minutes here on this particular webinar. But it's also one of the absolute most critical steps, right? So we've actually been in, I personally have experience of being in a business that was, going down one particular road, but we never created a business plan for it, and because of that, at a point it pulled the rug out from under us because we weren't able to fully define exactly, where we were, where we were going, and how we were differentiating from our competitors and such. So, part of the step before defining your target market is, identifying the competitive space as well. So, this business plan, the target market, right, is one of the biggest things for, completing the business plan. So, that's one of the absolute big things is knowing what your target market is. So when you do that step before, that's why they're in order like this, that target market information carries forward into step 1.3, creating the business plan. Now, one little tip here, Small Business Association, SBA.gov, that's definitely one that you can check out. You can get tons of information here as far as this. And also, I'll give you another one. Now, this isn't free. This is, I'm trying to think, it's docstock.com. You can get a whole bunch of template documents there at docstock.com, template business plans and that sort of thing. Definitely start with a template here. I mean, don't start with a white sheet of paper in front of you. You'll freak out or flip out, or you won't put anything out, right? Because you won't even know where to get started. Definitely start from a template. And that's what we get into in 1.3 here is creating that business plan. How you're going to fund your business, what your products and services are, what the target market is, what the price points are, what the competitive space is. Are there any regulatory requirements? Your funding. How you going to fund the business? All that good stuff. And so a couple of good resources there for you. Again, DocStock is one of the episodes coming up here on the Effortless Productivity Show has, there's a Productivity Sucks segment in there where we, look at websites, software applications, and tool sets to help your productivity to not suck. And one of those is DocStock. So that does require it's like a $9.99 a month membership or something like that. But awesome templates there. Go there and search. So that would be great. I don't know, Joe. I think that as far as is it a good resource for price points? Here's the deal. Here's the deal with price points. Price points are so niche specific. So you really aren't going to get pricing from either of those areas for just for your particular niche. The pricing is going to come from your competitive space. So that's really where it's going to come from. First, what's going on with your competitors, and then two, what's your business strategy to differentiate and compete with that competition. That's where your pricing strategy is going to come from. And a real key on that, lower price point is not always better, right? So because lower price point is often in your customer space perceived of as cheaper. Cheaper in a bad way. Cheaper meaning less valuable, less information, not as high quality, all that sort of thing. Now that's on one side. The other side is in some niches, less price is what gets it. But the thing about it is that price is the easiest thing to compete on, and it's the hardest thing to compete on. Okay, and what I mean by that is, it's the easiest thing because sure, you can take whatever product or service and drop the price. I can do that today. But it's the most difficult to compete on because so can your competitors. And if you set your whole business strategy up on price competition and you're lower than everyone else, and one of those competitors or somebody else just says, well, excuse my French, but screw that person or that organization, we're just going to lower our prices. And if their value of their product or service is as good or better, or they have better credibility or something like that, you're out of business tomorrow. So you really need to figure out a different way to to compete. That's my personal opinion.